ওকে, বিসমিল্লাহ। আমরা আজকের বেসিকলি একটা রিভিউ ক্লাস নিচ্ছি। রিভিউ ক্লাসে আমাদের আজকে যে টপিকগুলো আমরা কভার করার চেষ্টা করব, the topics are basically we are covering on the three topics, and they are image, link, and the rest of the thing is table. And as you know that the most important topic from this chapter is HTML table tag. You cannot ignore this topic if you want to get a very good mark from this chapter, and we will definitely give a review on this as we have already learned all of these things. So our basic agenda for today's class is all about three things. I want to write them at first. The link tag, the first thing, and then we will cover image tag, and we may cover actually list tag. We also include list tag. Uh, Table tag should be can be covered or not, but these three things we will be trying to cover these three things: link tag, image tag, and list tag. Okay, among these three things, there are different uses of tags, and I think you know the tags that what are used to represent these things on website or web page. And what we can do here, I want to open a slide and I want to share this with you. And this is all about that, not this one. I will find it. Allow me a few times. Okay. First of all, I want to talk about image tag. So you see different kind of images on website or web page. You may have think that how can I add this image on any kind of to any kind of website or web page. To adding the images, I need the help of a tag because HTML is based on tags. And I already taught you that there are basically two types of tags. One is empty tag and another one is container tag. So empty tag is a tag which has no closing tag, and container tag is a tag which has an opening tag and a closing tag also. So can you tell me that image tag is a container tag or an empty tag? Can you tell me? Image tag, is it a container tag or
So
an empty
empty.
tag? It is an empty tag. So empty tag means, at first as we talk about image tag is an empty tag. Empty tag means image tag is written in this way, and it is not actually closed by this way, the slash image. So we do not need to close the image tag, and this is why this is called empty tag. So image tag is an empty tag. I think this is clear to you. So empty tag means it is not closed. It is not closed. And to actually show an image on a web page, I have to go to the editor. That means the editor is something which is used to write your HTML code. And after writing your HTML code, you will save it. What? You will save it, and then you can open it with the help of a browser. It can be any browser, and it will be opened by via your default browser. And as the default browser on of my computer is actually Google Chrome, it will be opened by Google Chrome. So I already have taught you the structure of image tag. There is a file. This is opened. You can see, everyone can see this. So to add an image on a web page, you see the code is needed. Simply this code is needed. At first, if we want to start a HTML code, we have to start with the HTML tag. And as this is a container tag, it has to be closed like this. Okay, they work in a pair. Then everything you write on the web page, it has to be concluded. It has to be engaged in a body tag. And then if you want to add an image, this type of structure would be enough. So at first you write image, because image tag needs this img, and you add an attribute. This src is called an attribute. Attribute means it can do any extra work with this tag. And who can tell me the full form of src? Who can tell me?
ভুলে গেছি স্যার।
The full form of src is, I give you this very easy. Girls, be attentive. This is source. This is full form of src is source. So is it clear, sir? Full form src is source. And then
জি।
you see within this inverted comma, you write something. You write what? You write something. and this is nothing but the name of the image you want to add to the website. And this is rabbit. This spelling is not correct actually. Whatever the name is, you give the exact name, and dot, after the dot there is something written. This is jpg, and jpg is the extension of any image file. I know that there are two most popular extensions are available for image. One of them is jpg, and another one of them is what? One of them is jpg, another one is
PNG.
fantastic png. And png stands for portable network graphics, and jpg stands for joint photographic group. They both are very common when you see any kind of image file. And extension is what actually you can definitely understand. You open a lot of song type file and document type file, you see the extension .pdf for any kind of document, portable document file, and you find .mp3 in each every song file. That means this is the extension, and whenever you see jpg or you see png, you understand this is nothing but an what? Image. Okay, so is this clear, the structure of image tag, that how to write the image tag using an editor? This is the simple
Okay.
structure of image tag. Every time you see some picture on website, you just use the structure, and you can add this image to the browser. And let's see that whether my code is correct or incorrect. At first I have to go to the folder where my codes are saved and the images are saved. Where is the folder? I think this is in this folder, and html and cb1. In this folder I have a file, that means image.html, and there is a picture. You see what's the name of the picture? Can you please read this out? What's the name of the picture?
Rabbit.
Rabbit.jpg, and you see the extension is visible here. And by this you understand that this is nothing but an image. And if you want to show this image to if you want to show the image on your browser, what do? Actually you just do nothing but you just write the name of this image, and you save it, and you open it via browser rabbit.jpg, and the file is saved as the name image.html. So what do? I double click on the file. It is opening. Just wait, and you see there is an image rabbit.jpg. So this is a very simple structure. You can definitely understand. This is a very simple structure to add a image. Is this clear to all of you or not, sir? You may ask me any question.
Clear, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, sir. I hope you understand this. We have a few more attributes that already I have taught you, but I can give you another actually recap of these things. So suppose this is the very basic structure of image tag, and this is really sufficient. If you want to add an image on your browser, this is really sufficient. You do not need to do any further thing or anything. You do not need to add anything extra. But I can do anything. Another attribute could be added here. This is called alter. Who can tell me the full form of alter? ALT?
Alternate.
Alternative or alternate, whatever you say, no problem. Alternative. So alternative, basically what is the purpose of alternative? Shoili, can you recall this?
জি জি স্যার।
Yes, please.
যখন যদি anyhow এটা ভুল লেখাটা হয় র্যাবিটের
Hmm.
বদলে
Hmm.
অন্য কিছু লেখা হয়, সেক্ষেত্রে ইমেজটা না এসে এখানে একটা লেখা যেটা আমি লিখবো সেটা আসবে।
Exactly, Shoili is correct. So if somehow this browser fails to load the image, I repeat, if the browser fails to load the image, that means there will be no image on the browser, and the place where the image should be placed, there will be blank, and the user will never be able to understand that what type of image or what type of picture was there. And to give them an idea, basically the users, you can set a line or set a sentence that will be visible if the browser fails to reload the or load the picture. For instance, what I do here, the spelling of rabbit is rabbit, and by mistake I write rabbet. So I write here rabbet, but the file, if I go to the file section, there is an image, and the name of the image is rabbit. So are they similar? What do you think? Are they similar? So this is actually,
No, sir.
this spelling is incorrect. So what do you expect from this browser, that will it be able to load the image of the rabbit or not?
No, sir.
Exactly, no chance of this. So I reload this. Every time I do something edit, I do something, and basically I edit something, I have to save it. I am doing this saving, I'm saving this using Control and S, the shortcut, and I go to the browser, I reload this. There is nothing which is visible. So problem is that there was an image of rabbit, but just doing for making the some mistake, users are not seeing anything. So to give them an idea that something is missing here, I can write anything inside the altered attribute, and which could be anything. You can write anything you wish. So I it's better to write something relevant. I write there. I write something as like, there was an image of rabbit. So you can write anything you wish. Okay, there is no fixed and hard and rules that you need to write the thing. So this is written in the alter tag, and this is already saved. I have saved it by using the shortcut Control and S. I go to the browser, I reload this, and you see the image is failed to load, but there is something is written which I have written inside the alter tag, alter attribute. This is not a tag, alter attribute, and the users who will be browsing the site will be able to see the line, and they will understand that there is an image which was of basically about rabbit, and this is invisible for some difficulties or for some technical difficulties, and image then there is something, and users can understand that there is an image of rabbit. So this could be a very good idea, that what type of image was there if the browser fails to load the site. But what will happen if I give the exact name? What will happen? Use your brain, please. What will happen if I write the exact name? This is rabbit.jpg, and I also use the alter attribute. So what will be the result? Will we see the picture or the sentence inside the alter tag? What do you think? Now the name is correct. The name of the image is correct. You see the name of the image is rabbit.jpg, and you see I have written something inside the alter attribute. And what is the output you are expecting? Picture or the sentence? What will be the output? What will be the
স্যার
visible?
করতে হবে কারণ এটা
What?
ঠিক আছে।
Okay, now we will see the only the picture, not the sentence inside the alter attribute. Just because of the name I have written, the name I have written of the image, this is exactly as same as the name of the exact file, of the real file. So now I have saved it, and I go to the browser. I reload this. You see there is an image of rabbit, and this is exactly shown on the browser or the web page. So is this clear? And have you got a clear and crystal clear idea about the image tag?
ক্লিয়ার।
Okay, thank you. Now what I can do, sir, I can also do some extra activities, as like I can set its width and height. This is also possible by using HTML. So what can I do actually? I can also add some. So I, for better understanding, I'm deleting this alter attribute, and I set width and height. You can set it. It's possible. Suppose I set it 200 pixel. Pixel is the unit actually. Pixel is the unit of image file, and you also know the what is the there are very many units of different measurements. Suppose unit of length is meter, unit of velocity is meter per second. So I set it 200 pixel for its width, and what about the length? And length is suppose 200 pixel, and I saved it, and I go to the browser. You see the current picture ratio, and when I reload, you will see another output, and you can actually compare them. I reload this. There is a new ratio of the file. So how did I get this? Just by setting the width and length of the image. Okay, so what can we do? We can actually do a lot of things. We can also add border to it. We can do any other extra things, but those will be not needed for the HSC level exam. So we are skipping all of the advanced tasks. We are just confined in the things those are really needed and important for our academic purpose. And this is all about the image tag that I can give you the idea. And this is all about image tag. So we can get a recap from here that image tag is a container tag or empty tag. Image tag is an empty tag. And this is called a tag. And what are the extra things I have written? That means I can mark them. This source, this width, and this length. What are they called? Can you tell me? What are they called? Are they tag or are they attribute? Are they tag or are they attribute?
I don't know, sir. কোনটা?
I have selected three items: SRC, width, and length. They are in
স্যার এগুলো
in
attribute.
they are called attributes. So here is a huge difference between tag and attribute. You have to study in that manner that you can understand each and everything in detail. That would be very much important for you and crucial for you. So they are called attribute. So they are called what? Attribute. And the thing which is written at first, img, this is called tag. So you can see uh, actually many attributes. So can you tell me that how many attributes are there inside an image tag? How many attributes are being used here?
3.
Three attributes. So I have deleted an attribute just before few seconds. Can you tell me what was the attribute name I have deleted before few seconds?
Alternative.
Alternative attributes. So we get four attributes of image tag. One is source, SRC. Another one is alter, ALT. The next one is width, and the last one is length. So these all are the attributes. So if you face any questions like that, which one is the attribute of image tag? Which one is the, I repeat, which one is the attribute of image tag? And if you find any one of them, then you can mark the option, and you can mark the option as a correct option. I think this is all about the thing you needed about image tag. So can I go to the next topic? That means the list tag. If you have no question based regarding this topic, you can ask me without any hesitation if you have anything to ask, or I will go to the next topic. Can I jump on list tag?
Yeah, sir, sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So list tag is also another very important topic that is very important for your academic purpose also. And list tag is actually very common in our daily life. We daily use this a lot of time, and I can give you an example before doing the code of this list tag. You see what I'm going to write here. Give me some time. I'm facing some difficulties here. It should be okay within few seconds, I believe. Okay, this is okay. Now I'm going to cover the topic. This is list tag, and as I have taught you that list tag is actually basically two types. There are two types of list available. One is, can you tell me, Sholi?
জি স্যার দুই রকমের মানে আপনার একটা হচ্ছে রো
Order?
আর একটা কলাম।
Nah,
ও
this
আচ্ছা,
you're talking about table, I think. One is
ordered unordered.
exactly, sir. Okay, fine. This is very clear to understand. I believe that you understand. This list tag is basically of two types. One is ordered list, another one is unordered list. So ordered list, actually, what do you think by ordered list? So ordered list can be actually can start with actually A can start with one can start with Roman numbers, and unordered list can be of actually three types. One can be disk, circle, and square. So if I write them for your understanding, you then can get a very clear idea about this. An ordered list can start with one. This by default starts with one, and it can start with the capital A. It also can start with a small a, and definitely I have mentioned already that it can also start the Roman, capital Roman symbols and small Roman symbols. And unordered list can be of three types. What are they? Shoili, can you tell me what are they?
স্যার সার্কেল স্কোয়ার আরেকটা
Fantastic.
খেয়াল
Circle, হ্যাঁ, circle,
আরেকটা খেয়াল নেই স্যার।
Okay, circle, 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 disk. Okay, and the last one is square. There are
Yes.
three actually shapes in Arnold list. I can give you a geometrical shape. This could be good for you. Circle is that means that there is vacancy inside, and disk means this is filled up. This is the symbol of disk. Okay, I'm not good at drawing. I am drawing what I do not know. This is actually filled. Okay, the difference between circle and disk is circle is uh, blank and disk is filled. Okay, the last one is a square. I think the square is known to everyone. This is square. Fine. And this is all about the idea about the list tag. So list tag can be categorized into two types. One is ordered and another one is unordered. And ordered list can be a start with these things. Unordered list can be a start with this circle, disk, and square things. Finally, and we all see that list tag has different kind of items. Suppose you are creating a list tag for what are you doing in this Ramadan? What are you doing in this Ramadan? And what you are not doing in this Ramadan. So, what are the things that we do in Ramadan? We become, what do you do in Ramadan? Uh, Less talk, okay? We talk less. What the thing we do in Ramadan thing? And what's the thing we do in Ramadan? Can you suggest me anything that I can add in this list?
Sir, Tarabi, praying
Tarawih.
Tarabi.
Okay, okay. Wait a little bit. What are the things we do in Ramadan? Okay, there could be a list as this is Ramadan. We can do actually. Let's give them an idea. No, we can actually avoid fighting. That means we can no fighting. Wait, I
No
will
slang.
no slang.
No slang.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. I wanted to hear this from you. No fighting and no slang. Any other thing? Any other thing?
Reading Quran.
Huh. Okay. So what can I do? What can I do? These things. Okay. So actually, we can create a list. Actually, we can create ourselves list, and so we can actually make more dua, make more dua. And the things we can do, a lot of things can be done here, so we can add them gradually. uh, Forgive each other, we can forgive each other. Okay, this is very important because you know that Allah also forgives us every time when we seek for any kind of uh, forgiveness. So as a human being, as a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we also follow this thing that we should forgive each other. We should forget each other. So these are the things that we should do in Ramadan. And then we can create the list using these two types of list tag, that ordered list and another list. And as you see that there are a lot of items, there are basically four items that I have added, and I have created a list with all of them. These items can be written using a tag. This is li tag. Li means, who can tell me the full form of li? Who can tell me the full form of li? Li means list item. Li means what's the list item? So how many items are there in the list? How many items? Who can tell me? There are four items. There are four items and they are called list item. Okay. Now I'm going to create the list. Just I go to the what? I go to where? I go to this list HTML. And as I have already taught you the list tag, I have the code saved on my editor. I just open this up and you see everything. So there are two tags, and actually two tags in HTML. One could be it can be ordered, it can be unordered. For making the list ordered list, we can write OL. OL means what? Who can tell me? Ordered or unordered? OL means what?
Order.
OL means order. OL means ordered. Okay, ठीक है sir. Fantastic. OL means order. So order can be in any type. So we remove the type first. We do not write the type, and we also remove the reserved word. And there are list items. I am removing these things. I am removing the things inside the list tag. I am creating the list that I have actually written just now. Okay. So what we'll do in Ramadan, we will actually show respect. Okay. What are the list? Let's talk, no fighting, make dua. Let's talk. The wait. Let's talk. This would be our last topic. No problem. I will conclude this class just now. Let's talk, no fighting. Okay.
So pray for each other.
Huh? I do not understand, sir.
Pray for each other.
Pray for each other. Yes, we can pray for each other. Definitely, we should pray for each other. Okay. What can we do for anything? We can. What can we do? Make dua. Work. Okay. Make dua. Make dua. Then what can we do? Forgive each other. Okay, these are the things we can do in Ramadan. So these are the things we can do in Ramadan. So I can get a list of them. I go to the my folder, and here is a file named list.html. I double click on this, and what do I see? You see there are actually 5 list items, and they are a list, and they are starting with 1, and they are gradually 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want to change the list actually items category. I want to start with A. So if I want to start with A, what can I do? I just can simply write the word type, and inside this inverted quotation I can write A. And if I write A, it will start with A, and just like this. Is this clear, sir? Okay. And I can also add an actually head tag. Head tag I can do the things we do in Ramadan, and I close the tag. This is in this way, and okay, I saved it, and I reload this. Things we do in Ramadan. Okay, so this is all about the thing we can actually do, and this is an ordered list. But what if I want to add an unordered list? I just have to write ul instead of ol. I just need to write ul instead of ol, and rest of the things will be same as it is. Rest of the things will be same as it is. The list item, this is applicable for ordered list and also for unordered list. And this is start with A. I can also do some reverse word.
अपना बनाए नहीं मुश्किल वफा जरा देखो यहाँ तेरी आंखों में बसता है मेरा जहाँ कभी सुन तो जरा जो मैं कह ना सका मेरी दुनिया तुम ही हो तुम ही आसरा दुआएं सुनो सजाएं सुनो मुझे